So, have you ever used an HTML image element and tried to get it to cover a certain area, being like spanning a certain width and height, but doing that and changing that in the code makes the image all distorted? Well, today I'm going to show you how to still use that same HTML image element, not a background image, but an image element, and get that image to cover that whole area without distorting or stretching. So let's go ahead and jump on into the computer real quick. Alright guys, so I've downloaded this beautiful image here of this coffee cup on like this blue table from Annie Spratt on Unsplash. I love coffee, so we're gonna use an image of coffee, but let me go ahead and close this out and we'll jump over here. So this is the image, and I have gone ahead and put it on here at 300 pixels of width and a height of auto, and I'll just pull up the code and show you that real quick as well. So this is what we're running right here. This is displaying that image. Now these are the styles right here that I have on in the HTML right now. So I'm just setting the HTML embody to have no margin padding and to be the whole the whole height and width of the viewport, and the overflow is hidden, and then I'm just removing any margin and padding on the image as well. Now this is not applied yet, but let me go ahead and uncomment this second image because I'm going to show you what we're going to try and do here. So basically I want to get this image to stretch all the way over here and all the way down. So it's going to be 100 viewport widths and 100 viewport heights. So to do this, we cannot use it in this inline HTML width and height here. So we're just going to change that. Let me comment that out real quick, just like that. And let's uncomment this. All right, so now we'll go back over here, and this HTML element is using the class tut, which is right here, which is basically the same exact styling that we had here, just done in CSS. So let's go over, where's the button? Right here. All right, let's refresh this page, and you'll see the image has not moved at all. So let's jump back to the code and let's change this up some. So we're gonna first want this to go 100 viewport widths. Don't know why my caps was on. All right, let's jump back over here, and now you'll see it's stretching that whole width, but we can't scroll. So let me just undo this piece of code here so we can scroll and you can see where the rest of the image is. So you see how, yeah, it's covering that area now, but you can't even see the image. It's all the way down there. So let's go over to the code and let's make sure that the height of this image only covers, that area that we're trying to cover right now. So we're going to change the height from auto to be 100 viewport heights. Come back over here, refresh, and now the whole image is here. It's perfect, right? No, not really, because it's completely squished and distorted and everything. So we don't want that. So anyways, to fix this and get that image to cover that whole area and not be stretched, what we got to do is we're going to type object fit, and we're going to do contain. Actually, not contain, sorry. Cover, my bad. So when I refresh this now, look at that. The image is right there. It's in the dead center, pulling whatever was the center of that image and centering it in that spot that we have. So that is what allows us to stretch this. I don't even want to say stretch, to scale this image from the left to the right and the top to the bottom without stretching it, distorting it, or anything. And because we did it that way, if this changes, look at that. It's always going to cover that area of the screen. So this is very similar to using the background image and then saying background image cover and center, but basically you can do all of that right here on an image element. So now if you have banner images that you're using on your website, instead of using them as a background image, go ahead and use them as a use the actual HTML image element and, you know, give attribution there if you want, and make sure you have the alt tags there for that image. And you can do other things here other than just cover. You can also write contain, and that's going to do this. So it's going to contain it in that area that you specified. So it means you're going to always see the whole image when you use contain. So you see, you never lose any of it. Nothing ever gets cropped or cut off. But we'll go back to cover for now because that's really what we wanted to do. So that's all you have to do to get that image to stretch that area and not distort. So I'll show you one other thing real quick though. Let's undo this, and let's say we wanted this image to be let's do let's do like 600 pixels. Let's do 600 pixels width and like 300 pixels height. So that's gonna display it horizontally. You see how it's completely distorting it. It's just terrible. So again, that piece of code here will keep it from distorting. So I mean, you can crop that, you can do whatever you want, you can reposition that, but that's it, man. That's all you got to do to get that image in there without distorting it. Alright, so that's all you need to do to get your HTML image element to span whatever width and height you want without distorting and or stretching the image. So I know this is a problem that a lot of other developers have and they're just not aware of this, but this will solve so many problems. I cannot explain how many I've run into with other developers. But anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If it helped you, hit that subscribe button. And if you like the content that I'm creating on this channel, head on over to my Patreon account at patreon.com/Zachary R. Newton, where you can help support this channel and help me create better videos every week. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next one.